Exclusive inclusion. I'm rarely the smartest guy in the room, but I do think I understand what the word inclusive means. I do remember one school teacher who taught the way to understand some words is to recognise what they're not. Surely, inclusive means exclusive of none. In fact, the dictionary defines inclusive as being not excluding any section of society. I'm noticing there's an increasing exclusivity to the word inclusion within the workplace, and it deeply troubles me. Organisations seem to be trumpeting and applauding certain sections of their workforce based on race, sexual orientation and gender at the exclusion of others. How on earth can that be inclusive? We were having dinner with some friends this past weekend, and the wife of the couple works as a senior leader within a very large banking corporation. Recently the bank was championing the LGBTQ plus community within their workforce. Now, for those unfamiliar with the term LGBTQ plus, this is the initialism that stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender and queer, or those who are questioning their sexuality. My friend, as a happily married heterosexual woman, said she felt very uncomfortable during all of the various corporate activities that celebrated a lifestyle that she didn't agree with. She had to suck it up and be silent. It was really exclusive inclusion. I was walking the campus of a large public educational institution pre-COVID, and the president had recently left, and they have a new interim president who is a Caucasian male of about 50 years of age. I asked the human resources person if the staff and faculty were optimistic about the potential of the interim being confirmed as the new president. I was aghast when she replied, quote, "I am, but a lot of people rolled their eyes when they saw he was just another old white male," end quote. As an oldish white male, I actually found that comment quite offensive. Even though she had no hesitation in what she said, it was really exclusive inclusion. I also noticed this dichotomy when we apply for some government contracts as a potential vendor. Did you know there are some contracting opportunities where, if you check the box to affirm that you're of Hispanic, African American, Pacific Islander origin, a member of the LGBTQ plus community, or a woman-owned business, you have an advantage within the vendor evaluation criterion? Shouldn't it just be a matter of the best vendor with the best past performance, the best price and the best product and the best service who wins the contract? What on earth does my race, gender or sexual orientation have to do with handling a government contract? It's really exclusive inclusion. I'm starting to see an increasing trend which seems to suggest you're at a working disadvantage if you're white, heterosexual male, above the age of 40. This cohort of the population seems to have been demonised by the media and hence now the working world. It's almost as if the system is trying to correct a wrong. The only problem is I haven't personally seen where a wrong has been committed that needs righting. I can honestly say, as an employee for nearly 20 years and a business owner for the last 15 years, I've never participated in, overheard, or had it reported back to me of a bunch of old heterosexual white males conniving on how to keep the best jobs or the best vendor contracts for people just like them. Like never. It greatly troubles me to observe that a cohort of people seem to be gradually being silenced and marginalised in today's workforce. To silence such people is not very inclusive. Is it just me, or do you also see the lack of inclusivity? See, if a person believes there are only two genders and that we were created male and female, such a worldview seems not to be tolerable in today's working world. See, if a person believes that regardless of how man-made laws have changed, that marriage is really only between one man and one woman, such a worldview is actually considered intolerant. See, if a person believes the substance of one's character and competence should be the singular factors in getting the promotion or winning the contract, that's deemed to be inequitable. So what do we do? I always encourage employees who don't agree with the agenda of exclusive inclusion to politely but firmly speak up. Likewise, for business owners who also don't agree with the agenda and they apply for contracts in an inherently biased system, to also politely but firmly speak up. Again, I may not be the smartest guy in the room, but I'm pretty sure the word inclusive means exclusive of none.